Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. As Mike's Talks and Thoughts here, back again with another Walking Dead review. We have season 11 episode 23 Family, and of course this is the penultimate episode for the Walking Dead here. But there's a few things that I want to address here before we move forward here with the review. First off, I would like to apologize for my voice in this video. I know it might be a little bit raspy or a little bit different than when I'm usually feeling. I have a little bit of a minor cold at the moment, so I apologize for that if you are noticing that in this video. But in other news as well, I also wanted to announce to you guys that I have a serialized page for my TV content. I've announced as well that I have a TikTok page and an Instagram page, all with the same handles of Mike's Talks and Thoughts. And serialized is like Letterboxd. If you've heard of Letterboxd, that's mainly for movies. Serialized is for TV shows. So I'm going to be doing reviews on there. I have like about 10 written reviews on there for different shows. I'm planning to go through a whole bunch of shows, writing small little reviews. So if you want to see even more content from my channel, definitely check me out and follow me on there. And I would like to see what you have to post about your favorite TV shows as well. But without further ado, let's get into the review for season 11, episode 23, Family. And without going into too much right away, I would like to say as well, this is going to have massive spoilers here. So if you've not seen The Walking Dead up until the penultimate episode of the series, season 11, episode 23, Family, definitely come back to this video once you have, because there is a lot of shit that went down in this episode. I don't want any of you to get spoiled for that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started here. So this is the beginning of the end for the Commonwealth here. This was a crazy episode, and like I said with my last review, that was my favorite episode of season 11 so far. Now this episode takes the cake so far for the best episode of season 11. This was probably in top 30 episodes of the show, maybe even top 20. This was a fantastic episode, a lot going on. So in this episode, we see just everyone that we know and love finally looking to come back after the events that happened with Outpost 22, and coming back to the Commonwealth to take what's theirs, take out Pamela and, get everything back as it was and finish this once and for all. We see them all coming, and just such a badass group in the train, and we get to see as well back at the Commonwealth, Mercer and him working out with the team over there, getting Eugene out, which was absolutely phenomenal to see. Love Mercer. He's one of my favorites, especially from the Commonwealth group. And in this, we see the big horde coming. This is something that, Pamela's been trying to get this horde coming so that she can distract the people off the streets and, of course, find Eugene and kill him. She's been trying to get to Eugene ever since Sebastian, and it's just been a big thing that's been playing out, this whole trial and escape. And we see all these people looking to help Eugene, and all the people that were taken prisoner finally coming back here and trying to take over the Commonwealth, sneaking in with the help of Mercer. Mercer Roy is a big standout of this episode, helping out everyone, and just a lot of action goes on in this episode. We'll get into one of the big shocking scenes here. So following from the previous episodes, we knew that Jerry, Lydia, Elijah, and Aaron were following in the horde so that they could get back with the group. And we see just how the horde is just so strong and kind of overruns them. Luke and Jules as well is with this little horde, and we see how they're trying to get to this RV, and it snatches them all up. They're not all able to get in, and Jules and Luke get caught up with the storm, and Elijah too, he gets caught up, and Lydia here trying to reach out to him and save him, and she ends up getting bit. And it was so heartbreaking to watch because Aaron, of course, lost an arm as well. So Aaron, Lydia, and Jerry are able to get into the RV, and they tell Lydia, of course, that they're gonna have to cut her arm off because she got bit in the arm. So Jerry ends up having to do the thing of course, cutting her arm off, and it was so heartbreaking because now seeing that was one of the most shocking parts of this episode here was seeing Lydia and her getting bit, because out of anyone you would have said that would have been harm's way. I thought Elijah was going to be the one who was going to get bit and was going to get killed right then when Lydia was grabbing out, but that's not what ended up happening. So Lydia was the one who got bit here, and I did not expect that to happen. That was definitely one that was like, whoa, that caught me off guard for sure, which was great to see, because you want to see the shocking moments, especially towards the end here. And the group here, of course, coming in and taking the little secret passageway, and we see here Pamela has this scheme all set up to where all these guards come, and the one guy, I believe his name was Tyler, who was talking shit with Pamela before. He's like, oh shit, and then he gets shot, and this huge shootout ensues, and this is where we get the next biggest moment from this episode. Of course, they're all trying to kill Pamela here, and we see this big shootout with the group, and everyone's getting shot at, and Maggie, of course, is in the way here. Pamela goes and tries to shoot Maggie. Judith pushes Maggie out the way, and Judith gets hit, and everyone's like, whoa. And even Pamela's like, whoa, this is not, she's even in shock, because she, of course, did not mean to do that. And she says, you guys asked for this. You guys are the ones who brought this upon yourself. And you can just see just how distraught she even is from this. And the group's just like, okay, we just got to get out of here, because Judith, if she doesn't get medical attention right away, she's going to end up dying. So Daryl ends up taking her, and the group is just so flabbergasted and just so in shock of what happened. It's just really crazy, and again, one of the biggest moments from this episode. And something I even forgot to mention was I really enjoyed the opening scenes we've been seeing with Judith, and they're finally tying in at the beginning of this episode, talking about fighting and family, fighting for family, and what comes after. And I think that's a big hint, of course, for Rick Grimes. I think a lot of people, including myself, are really hoping Rick Grimes comes back in the final episode here. We'll have to see how that plays out. But honestly, those are the main things. The Horde has finally breached into the Commonwealth, and it looks like the Commonwealth is going to end up going down. We don't know who's going to get out and survive. Of course, we know some of the people because of the spinoff shows, but honestly, other than the people in the spinoff shows, I don't know who's safe in this finale. And I wonder if they're going to do a time skip. Is Judith going to end up dying? And now RJ is going to be the new one, because it seems like Carl was supposed to be the next generation, and then now Judith. And then if Judith ends up passing out, it's going to be RJ. What will happen there? And how is this going to affect everything? It looks like the Commonwealth, again, is going to go down. They're going to get destroyed. Pretty much everyone who doesn't escape from the Commonwealth is going to get killed. And I said that I thought Pamela was going to die in this episode. I'm almost 100% sure she's going to die in the finale episode now. It's got to be. They got to tie this story up. I'm a little bit concerned still that they have a lot of people's storylines to seal up, and they have one episode left, and it doesn't feel like they have enough time to tell these stories. But I feel like they're going to make this finale episode really long. I know it's going to be very long, so hopefully they are able to wrap up everyone's story and give us a really good ending. So for this episode, family, I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. This was a phenomenal episode with a lot of action, a lot of shit goes down, a lot of big events happen, a lot of memorable events, and can't wait for you guys to see the finale. This is going to be 2 weeks from now, so there will not be a review next week. They are pushing it so everyone can see it live. It's going to be on AMC, and AMC Plus is going to drop at the same exact time, so possibly a live stream for the finale afterwards. We'll have to see how that plays out. I have a lot of big videos for The Walking Dead after it concludes, a character's tier list. I'm also thinking about ranking the top 10 episodes, or my favorite 10 episodes from the show, and maybe many more videos. Definitely leave some suggestions down below in the comment section. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care and peace out.